going?
What's on your mind? You can take me anytime. Ugh, I mean, you can take me with you.
I'm right behind you.
There you are. I've consulted my contacts regarding the information you recovered from Golden Glow Estate, but no one can identify that symbol. It would seem our adversary is attempting to take us apart indirectly by angering Maven Blackbriar. Very clever. They're well funded. They've been able to avoid identification for years. I'm impressed it reached this point. Just don't mistake my admiration for complacency. Our nemesis is going to pay dearly. Because even after all their posturing and planning, they've made a mistake. The parchment you recovered mentions a Godjal lie. According to my sources, that's an old alias used by one of our contacts. His real name is Gullumai. Gullumai is our inside man at the East Empire Company in Solitude. I'm betting he acted as a go-between for the sale of Golden Glow Estate and that he can finger our buyer. Get out there, shake him down, see what you come up with. Talk to Brynjolf before you leave if you have any questions. Arengoth was a fool to think he could get away with this. When Gullumai was getting us merchandise from the East Empire Company, we were making a hefty profit. It was so lucrative, I was considering moving the guild to Solitude to save us time. Gullumai started to get greedy and cut us out of the deal. Almost can't say I blame the scaly bastard. It started out innocent enough. He kept claiming the shipments were light because of Imperial interference. Then maybe a few years ago it all stopped. He didn't even bother to contact us anymore. Golden Glow Estate provided a huge payout for us before Arengoth locked us out. Maven looked the other way as long as the honey kept flowing and we kept him in line. Let's not kid ourselves. Blackbriar mead is swill. The only thing keeping it successful is Maven. Word on the street was that Hunting Brew tasted better, cost less, and Sabjorn didn't shove it down everyone's throat. If Sabjorn ever managed to push Maven off her pedestal, we'd all be in trouble. Look, in case you hadn't noticed, these aren't the glory days of the guild. We've lost more clients in the last decade than I'd care to count, but Maven's stuck with us throughout the entire ordeal. I'll be damned if I'm gonna lose her to, well, to whatever they are. I need you to put all your efforts into this job. We can't afford any mistakes.
Talk to me? Okay.
Good to see you again, friend.
I can't believe Gullumai's mixed up in all this. That Argonian couldn't find his tail with both hands. Don't get me wrong. He scam a beggar out of his last scepter, but he's no mastermind. Trouble? He's one of the most stubborn lizards I've ever met. you have your work cut out for you. You're going to have to buy him off. It's the only way to get his attention. If that fails, follow him and see what he's up to. If I know Gulamai, he's in way over his head, and you'll be able to use it as leverage. I'm glad to see you're embracing our methods. It would be a waste to lose a contact at the East Empire Company before we had the entire story. Just keep on Gulamai's tail, and he's bound to step into something he can't scrape off his boot. Gulamai works in the East Empire Company warehouse. He helps maintain all of the shipments of goods that goes in and out of Solitude. That means he has the pick of the litter from some of the finest goods to grace Skyrim's shores. He isn't exactly in the guild, but he pays us a cut of all the stuff he lifts from the warehouse. There are thieves, and then there is Gulamai. No honor, no code at all. He'd shake your hand and stab you in the back at the same time. The cut he's supposed to provide the guild has dwindled as of late. He says pickings in the warehouse are slim, but I'm certain he's lying. Keep your eyes on him. He's quite crafty. Just head right back to the guild and get the information to Mercer. Nothing else is more important. If you discover Gulamai's holding out on us and has more loot stashed away than he claims, we'd find that information quite valuable as well. A mercantile group that has established ports all over Tamriel. They pretty much dominate the whole shipping industry. The Emperor himself supposedly backs them, which means they have fairly unlimited resources, so don't get their feathers in a ruffle. Good luck in Solitude. Keep Gulamai alive, but remind him who we are.
I've been looking for you. A letter. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
We've stopped. What is it? Let's get going.
Perhaps we can go another few decades without a disaster. That would be nice.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope. I can certainly share a bit of what I know. Take care now. I'm always available should you need me, Archmage. So you wish to master the arcane arts? Until next time.
I'm still here.
Let's get going.
That is a lot of blood.
Have you ever tried living in a cave? I have. It's not the most comfortable way of living, but you won't find anywhere more private.
We've stopped. What is it?
Okay, but don't push your luck. Yes, let's... Oh, I'm all ears. Well, not literally, of course. Uh-oh. I hope that wasn't valuable. You should have seen your face. Let's not hang around then.
I'm right behind you.
I'm still here.
You're excited to see me, but perhaps you should wait for a more appropriate moment before trying to dive on top of me. Does drinking milk make me a milk drinker? I'm confused. I drink... But I'm also tough, and drink as much meat as the other Nords. So what does that make me?
Let's get going.
I'm right behind you.
I'm still here.
What?
So, what do we have here? Let me guess. By your scent, I'd say you were from the guild. But that can't be true, because I told Mercer I wouldn't deal with them anymore. I don't deal in land or property. Now, if you're looking for goods, you've come to the right person. Oh, wait. Did you say Golden Glow Estate? My apologies. I'm sorry to say I know very little about that, bee farm, was it? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't be expected to remember every deal I handle. I don't care what you promise. If I tell you the buyer's name and word gets around, it could ruin me. Hasn't Mercer Frey taught you people anything? You kill me, and your only contact with the East Empire Company vanishes. That's not smart for business. Well, now that you mention it, there is something I've been trying to get my hands on. I have a buyer looking for a case of firebrand wine. There just so happens to be a single case in the Blue Palace. Bring it to me, and we'll talk about Golden Glow Estate. No firebrand wine yet? How disappointing.
Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed, and my working days are done.
I'm not interested, Jari. It doesn't matter how many times you ask.
You might want to rethink that. You're missing out on some wonderful opportunities working in that bar.
What?
Hey, wanna play tag?
chief and an Argonian had a baby? That would be...
Word is Ellen Wen's furious. We party at the Thalmor embassy, and one of the guests went someplace they shouldn't. There was quite a commotion.
What do you think you're doing?
Hands off!
By the order of the Jarl, I command you to halt. By the order of the Jarl, stop right there.
Don't do that!
I've got your back.
You see those warriors from Hammerfell? They've got curved swords. Curved swords.
What you get up to in your spare time is nothing to do with me.
A method to your madness, and your madness is the method, and the melody. You help me. You help people, right? That's what you do.
Ah, I see you have the wine. Hand it over, and we'll talk. Good. Can't have the buyer getting impatient and looking elsewhere for this, can we? Here, take this. I certainly can't use it, but I suppose I need to pay you something for the goods. Not at all. I consider it an investment in prolonging my life. As far as Golden Glow Estate goes, I'll tell you what I know. I was approached by a woman who wanted me to act as the broker for something big. She flashed a bag of gold in my face and said all I had to do was pay Arangoth for the estate. I brought in the coin and walked away with her copy of the deed. Not at all. I tend not to ask too many questions when I'm on the job. I'm sure you understand. However, I did notice she was quite angry, and it was being directed at Mercer Frey. In this business, we rarely deal in names. Our identity comes from how much coin we carry. Look, that's all I know. I never promised you I'd have all the answers. Now, since our transaction is done, I'll be on my way. Our business has concluded and you're standing in my way.
You call yourself a wizard? I challenge you to a duel. The gods will be the judge of that. This is our magic duel.
You will die with a nice duel. Yes, possibly my other womanly assets.
We've stopped. What is it?
Got business at the stables?
Don't come too close with that.
Nothing for you in the warehouse, so why don't you take a look? This is the East Empire Company's central warehouse. All of their shipments go through here. Unfortunately, thanks to some problems they've been having, it hasn't seen much use lately. There's nothing for you in the warehouse, so why don't you take a walk? How should I know? I don't work for them. If you want to help, I suppose you could head to Windhelm and talk to Orthus and Dario. He's in charge over there.
What?
Nakast!
What business do college made?
I'm right behind you.
Our business has concluded, and you're
Talk to Gaiman if you want a horse, or Katla if you're looking for work.
You talk to Ed Brothers. Deja has no words for you.
That's close. By the order of the Jarl. Stop right there.
What's on your mind?
You're not supposed to be in here.
Damn you! Death is highly overrated.
Do that.
Out of all the the Daedric princes, Sanguine is the only one I would actually consider worshipping. He really understands how to have a good time and knows the importance of alcohol. I quite like Sheogorath too.
Wood! Matrexx!
Time to end this little game.
Do you think that Sabercats and Khajiit are somehow related? They do seem similar, except the Khajiits are more human. You don't suppose a human and a Sabercat... Nope, I'm not going there. People get a little touchy when I say that.
still here.
Now, there's no need to do anything rash. This isn't as bad as it seems. I was gonna tell Mercer about everything, honestly. Please, he'll have me killed. All right. It's Carlia. Her name is Carlia. Mercer never told you about her? Carlia is the thief responsible for murdering the previous guildmaster, Gallus. Now she's after Mercer. Help? No. Look, I didn't even know it was her until after she contacted me. Please, you have to believe me. I don't know. When I asked her where she was going, she just muttered, where the end began. Here, take the Golden Glow estate deed as proof. And when you speak to Mercer, tell him I'm worth more to him alive. You needed to know more? you're speaking my language. Tell you what, if you need any stolen goods fenced, you bring them to me, and I'll pay you good money for them. Consider me your new friend in the north. Consider it a gift to ensure your silence. That thing seems to be bringing me nothing but trouble anyway. Carlia didn't even want it. She wanted to keep the sale a secret. I can see how well that went. I asked her the same thing, and she wouldn't come out and tell me. But now that I know who she is, I'd say she's trying to hit the Thieves Guild where it hurts. Maven Blackbriar needs Golden Glow's honey for her mead. She's been using the guild to keep the estate under her thumb. If the owner cuts the guild out of the picture, he's cutting Maven out of the picture, which she can't afford. If I was Maven, I'd blame the guild for weakening and not being able to handle the place. Exactly. For the guild to survive, they need Maven's support. This Carlia must have spent a lot of time and resources planning this. Now you won't forget to tell Mercer. I cooperated, will you?
Let's get going.
You needed to know more? Now you won't forget to tell Mercer I cooperated, will you? needed to know more?
We've stopped. What is it?
You needed to know more?
At least not all the time.
What?
I've got your back.
Hey, watch it!
Let's talk a second.
What? Ah!
Still have quite a good bit of jobs available, if you're looking for some extra coin. Well, well, I was looking for this little beauty. If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. I promise it'll be worth the effort. This should compensate you for your find. There's plenty more work for the likes of you.
We've stopped. What is it?
So, what do you think?
What? Nakast!
What did you need?
Did Gullumai give up any information on our buyer? No, it can't be. I haven't heard that name in decades. This is grave news indeed. She's someone I hope to never cross paths with again. Carlia destroyed everything this guild stood for. She murdered my predecessor in cold blood and betrayed the guild. After we discovered what she'd done, we spent months trying to track her down, but she just vanished. Carlia and I were like partners. I went with her on every heist. We watched each other's backs. I know her techniques, her skills. If she kills me, there'll be no one left that could possibly catch her. If only we knew where she was. There's only one place that could be. The place where she murdered Gallus. A ruin called Snowvale Sanctum. We have to go out there before she disappears again. Yes, I'm going with you, and together we're going to kill her. Here's your payment for solitude. Prepare yourself and meet me at the ruins as soon as you can. We can't let her slip through our fingers. Quickly, what do you want? She was a stubborn Dunmer. Always had to do everything her way. But she was also the best, bringing in more coin a month than some thieves heist in a year. Gallus trusted her too much and let her get too close. If you want to call it that, yes. Me? I think she was softening him for the kill. Gallus would call her his little nightingale. He was absolutely smitten by her. Greed? Jealousy? Spite? Who can say what drove her to such an iniquitous act? One thing's certain, I intend to find out before she draws her last breath. I have a long-standing arrangement with the Dark Brotherhood. If I need someone in the guild taken care of, we do it ourselves. We both agree it's best to keep these matters in-house. When you're ready, meet me at Snowvale Sanctum.
I'm still here. What?
Nah!
Still have quite a good bit of jobs available, if you're looking for some extra coin.
Well, looks like you're fitting in well down here. I'm supposed to allow you to trade in one of your pieces of guild armor. So what will it be? Of course. Otherwise it wouldn't be much of a reward, now would it? Your new piece will enhance your skill beyond that of the original. Trust me. Are you sure? Once I exchange it for you, I'm not taking it back. Unless you want to sell it at a discount, of course. Make up your mind already. Are you sure? Once I exchange it... Okay, there you go.
Need a few spare septums? I got the cure.
Well, I'm supposed to allow you to trade in one of your... Of course. Your new piece will enhance your skill beyond that of the original. Are you sure? Once I Okay, there you go. Well, I'm supposed to allow you to trade in one... Of course. Your new piece will enhance your skill beyond that of the original. Are you sure? Once I exchange it for you... Okay, there you go. Well, I'm supposed to allow you to trade in one of your pieces. Of course. Your new piece will enhance your skill beyond that of the original. Are you sure? Once I exchange... Okay, there you go. Welcome to the cozy little family. I'm one of the lookouts for the guild. I watch Delvin's back. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. All right, then.
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble.
What? Nah!
People think women are... for trying to look good? Just because men are lazy and don't even bother having a wash doesn't mean we are vain.